Hello everyone, this is my reaction to yesterday's ISC, maps and apps. It was all about the new star map and Mobi class.
So in 3.23 we've got a really big improvement to the user experience. So everything's designed to look nicer and feel nicer.
Okay, where do I start? I get it, Chris. Star Citizen has to look cinematic and cool. The UI has to look cinematic and cool. And of course, we need holograms. But what about usability? What about functionality, Chris? We have, once again, ghosting text, ghosting icons, because it has to be a hologram. We have, of course, transparent background, and CRT always only shows us this new UI in dark areas. I wonder how this looks, let's say daytime, on DEMA or Microtech, or in a well-lit room. Chris, if you want to make some kind of art project, and if you don't care about how easy or hard it is to read your UI, fine. How about giving us options? Options like disabling ghosting text and ghosting icons. Options like to use a sharp 4, for example, white text with black outlines. Options like changing opacity of the background, so we don't have to look for a dark corner to use our Mobi class.
You've got a completely updated home screen, so you can do things like view your ship, you can see your health, notifications.
Yeah, ghosting text, ghosting icons, and once again CRT shows us this new UI in a dark area, and even there a lot of the background is shining through, which of course makes it much easier to read. Star map is now called maps, and we also have internal mini-maps, which I like very much, but once again, please give us an option to change opacity of the background, so light is shining through. And you can also set routes, which can be very useful.
Star map is vastly improved. The main thing we wanted to change was make it a nice user experience.
Universe open up in front of you as you zoom out.
From here we can see the entire verse. We can see all the planets.
Space stations, Lagrange points, all of that good stuff. You can then click on any of those markers and you will be automatically panned and zoomed into them, so you can see a little bit more detail about them. If you've zoomed in on a planet, for example, you can zoom in a little bit more and you can start to see the surface locations, so you can see towns, outposts.
You get all the information you need about them. We're adding this new system where you can see all the amenities that are available at that location.
So for outposts, landing zones and stations, there will be a section here for amenities, which will show you things like whether you can buy weapons here, whether you can buy ships here, whether there's a food court, whether there's a hospital or a clinic. All of these sorts of things you'll be able to see on those box outs, so you'll know which is the most appropriate location to go to. The primary one there would be search. So we now have a list of all locations. So there'll be a little drop down in your top left corner. If you open that up, you can see the full list of locations ordered by what is closest to you. And then you can also type any location and it will appear. So you could type, for example, L1 and all of the Lagrange point ones would appear.
I like this very much. We really needed a search function. Well done, CRT. This was my reaction to yesterday's ISC. Let me know what you think in the comments below and see you next time. Bye. Auf Wiedersehen. Hey, you're still here. You might want to join me on Twitter. My Twitter account is Camural_SC.